Hi guys, today is another crazy day because we are going to build a castle. However, this is not an ordinary castle. It's a haunted castle. The castle of Count Dracula, the vampire. Halloween is coming, and I know what you're all looking forward to, right? How's this castle, huh? Totally insane, scary as hell, and awesome, right? Haha, I knew it. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. To get that creepy, spooky vibe, it's not just about the architecture. The whole setting matters. That's why I'm going with this kind of fence. It looks spooky but also really stunning, doesn't it? Alright, let's start building. I'll make a flower path first, but this one's pretty simple. Nothing too fancy. Just a few bricks and 6 flowers evenly placed on each side. Haha. Since this is the castle of the Vampire King, we can't make it bright and full of hope. That would ruin the scary vibe. Everyone would just come here to visit instead. Haha. Now, we'll move on to the staircase leading up to the castle gate. I've built this many times before, so it'll be quick. Basically, it's just a few stone steps stacked like this. Then you place 2 stone bars on each side and tilt them up about 45 degrees. And there you have a staircase. Add 2 more stone blocks on each side to make it look grander. Small details like these are super important for the overall structure of big builds, guys. Alright. We've got the staircase done. Now let's move on to the main gate. We're gonna need a huge gate right here in the center, because this is a gigantic castle of a count after all. First, I'll use some stone to make a small platform so we can step up onto it. If you don't know how to make a stone platform that looks balanced and aesthetic like mine, don't worry. Just follow my lead. Place large stone blocks around the edges to frame it. Then fill the middle with these square stone pieces, and you're done. There we go, all done. Pretty simple, right? Basically, the formula is build the frame first, then fill it in with whatever materials you like. And that's it. Haha. Super easy. And it looks great too. Just look at this platform. Next up, we'll start with the frame of the gate first. You'll need a lot of large pillars to form the structure on both sides. Once everything is sturdy and shaped properly, just use stone walls or wooden walls to fill it in. That's the simple idea. Like I just said, build a frame, then fill it in, and you've basically finished your structure. Keep it simple, don't overthink it. The hardest part is probably the frame and the idea behind it. Here, I'm trying to build a massive and majestic castle. So, to make it look grand, I'm going to create a large and sturdy frame. That's why, for each main pillar, I'll use 3 beams together. 1 stone column in the middle and 2 wooden ones on each side. That way, it'll look much more impressive. Oh man, it's so hard to place the wooden pillar in here. Sometimes I just can't stand this feature of the game. Haha. Finally, it's done. I spent like 30 minutes just trying to get this pillar in place, guys. Oh man. Anyway, here it is. The gate pillars are done. What do you think? Pretty grand, right? And this is just the frame. Once everything's finished, you guys are gonna be absolutely blown away. Just wait and see. Alright, now we're gonna start expanding it. I'll build a wall between these 2 massive pillars first, then extend it out. The main gate is the first impression of any building. Whether it amazes people or sets a certain mood all depends on the gate because it's the first thing they see. So, I'm gonna spend some time decorating the gate first. Alright, time to stretch the wall out from the gate. Just like we've been doing, build the pillars as support, then place the wall, and that's it. Alright guys, let's pause for a moment to admire the progress. I can already see how grand and awesome it's looking. Oh my god, I didn't expect stone and wood to fit this spooky vibe so perfectly. It's amazing. Now let's keep expanding. I've got plenty of materials here, so no worries. Count Dracula will surely reward me for my dedication. To create a smoke effect, I'm not just using those stone torches. I'll also use small hot springs like these. Place them inside the wall and push the smoke outward, and you get a hidden smoke effect. This is a little trick, guys. Alright, what do you think? I was planning to hide the hot spring, but after building it, I realized it actually looks better like this. And it really does. Looks pretty good, right? Ha ha ha. The water doesn't flow, but the smoke still rises and creates the effect, showing Dracula's magic. The autumn store is restocking. Let's grab a few things. Seems like I'm having some luck today, everyone. They actually restocked the Red Bear. Amazing. Now let's finish the walls and then move on to something else. It may look simple, but this build is huge and will take a lot of time. We need to hurry. No chilling like this. Haha. Along with building the walls, I'll add large windows on both the upper and lower floors like this, to give the castle some character. Otherwise, from the outside, you just see wooden walls with the gate as the only focal point. That would be a bit boring. Besides, the windows will make the castle more ventilated too. Haha. Vampires need fresh air too. They're just afraid of sunlight. I'm going to place a large owl statue right above the gate as the house emblem. It looks both spooky and cool. Totally makes sense to do it. How about adding a magic mirror up high? I just thought of it while building, and it sounds pretty cool, right? It's like a camera that scans anyone approaching the gate to see if they have any intentions or are carrying anything suspicious. If they do, it alerts the count. Basically, it's like an airport security system, guys. Haha. Now, to cover up the magic mirror, I'm thinking of a triangular structure like those cuckoo clocks. It looks pretty nice and has a vintage vibe. Alright, we finished the front of the scariest castle in the world. Count Dracula's castle, the Vampire King, guys. What do you think? There are no words to describe it. And this is just the front. I'm already completely blown away. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm speechless, guys. It's just so grand. Take a look, everyone. I've got 2 new cosmetic crates. Let's open them and see what we get. Now, let's build a magical fence outside to give it a more mystical vibe. I have a crazy idea. I think we don't need to build the interior of the castle. Instead, we can just focus on perfecting the castle gate at the front. Because if we were to build the entire castle, we definitely wouldn't have enough resources. So we'll try to get creative and make the front look so impressive that anyone looking at it will think, wow, this place is insane. This is truly a magnificent and grand castle. But if they go inside, ha ha ha, there will be nothing at all. Now, I'm going to decorate this place a bit to make it look rugged and a little scary. Now let's create a window up high to give the impression that this place is grand and has many different rooms. All right, we're done. Behold the grandeur of Lord Dracula's castle. Haha. If you know, you know. On the outside, it looks absolutely insane. But inside, there's nothing at all. Haha. Let's take a walk together and admire this place. Now let's expand it even more. Like I said, if we're not building the inside, that's fine. But the outside has to be as crazy as possible. So grand that anyone looking at it wouldn't even imagine it's just a facade. I have another idea. I'll use this small hot spring to create a secondary roof next to the main one, giving it a stunning look with a mystical smoke effect. K-Law Bandaj Sang Ting An. Now we just need to work on this side, and we'll be done. Let's take a look after we finish this.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
All right, everyone, we're done. Oh my God, look at the two hot springs I used to create the high gates up there. Wow, they look insane, like magical gates. But looking at it from the outside like this, it really doesn't look any different from a huge grand castle behind it, right? Haha, even I'm surprised. I have a few cosmetics that would be perfect for making some farms here. Let's see what I can cook up. Alright everyone, check this out. Ha ha ha. A farm for the Cerberus guard dogs and a grand castle in the back. Ha ha. How cool does that look? These flowers look like they've wilted. Gotta replant them? Ha ha. These will be the 6 graves for the 6 guardian spirits of this place. If anything happens, the 6 spirits will awaken and destroy them. Ha ha. Basically 6 extremely powerful gods. Now I'll create a giant tomb here. Hopefully it'll be Dracula's favorite tomb. Or in other words, his preferred resting spot. Every so often he'll come lie here to relax, on rainy, sunless days for example. Haha. Alright, we're basically done. It looks pretty high class, doesn't it? Oh man, I'm speechless. It's just so beautiful. If only the admin didn't limit how many cosmetics we can place, we could have built a full real castle by now. Now, I'm gonna make a cotton plant to place on this grave to make it look more realistic. Look at this, haha. It looks so real, and the flower is almost as big as I am. That's insane. Count Dracula sure has great taste. And now look at this. I've placed a chair down here, so when I walk in, I can lie down on it as if I were Count Dracula himself, enjoying his resting place. Haha. Looks pretty real, doesn't it? But the lying direction is a bit off, so I'm going to adjust it a little. Alright, now does it look right? I'm a zombie? No, wait, Count Dracula. Hahaha. Since there's no sunlight today, I'll rise up to enjoy a bit of the fresh air. There are still a few empty spots, so I'm going to plant some cool trees here and rearrange things to make this place look nicer. Alright, now let's rearrange these trees. All done. Everyone, feast your eyes on this. the most terrifying, yet most beautiful place of all. Oh my god, I'm actually amazing. This place is just too beautiful, guys. I can't even put it into words. Take a walk around with me. Of course, not inside, because there's nothing in there anyway. Haha. Alright, and that's how you can build Count Dracula's castle. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. See you next time.